Hi, I'm Lyle Johnson, the host of Moose This Week, and today we're going to talk about the future. We're going to talk about some of the things that are coming up in our community that we're going to be able to access now that the COVID process is a bit slowing down, although right now we're peaking as we speak, but hopefully by the time this hits the air, it'll be slowly declining again. My guest today is Shelly Howe from the Moose Jaw Parks and Recreation Department. Shelly, welcome back from holidays and welcome to the show.
Thanks very much, Lyle. Thanks for having me on the show today. I'm looking forward to chatting with you.
Well, there's so many things have been slowed down in our community or curtailed in the last year and a half that it's nice to be able to get up and get going again. And so let's talk about, because the fall season is coming up and people want to be doing recreation. There's classes starting at the Yara Center. There's openings for activities in Mosaic Place, and the pool is open and all sorts of good things. So let's start off with Mosaic Place. What's happening there that's new and exciting this year?
Well, Mosaic Place has their full lineup of programs, and it is best to get in touch with them directly to see what's happening in Mosaic Place. I can certainly speak to some of the programs that are happening in Yara Center.
Okay.
And the community programs around the city, as well as at the swimming pool here.
Yeah, well, of course, the Warriors are back in town, and they take up a lot of time in Mosaic Place, and we'll let them have their own time. But let's talk about Yara, because that's a place I access a lot, and hoping that you can tell us, because I know one of my friends, I was walking with her this morning, and she said, we're starting classes, and Gail's classes are starting next week, so she was all excited by that.
Oh, for sure. Yes, there's a lot of excitement and enthusiasm for fitness classes that are starting again at Yara Center. And there's quite a broad lineup of classes. If folks want to see specifics and to see what things might appeal to them, I think the handiest way is to use the Free City app and just go to drop-in programs and fitness classes. And it just lists day by day all the classes that we have to offer. In fact, I was noticing that I believe we have an early morning fitness class running at Yara Center every weekday this fall. So, that's really great for those early risers.
Yeah, when you say early morning, you mean 6 o'clock.
You bet. 6:05, I think, is start time. And a variety of things. Some days there's spin, some days there's like cardio classes, and so just all sorts of different things for people to do, as well as the midday and the after work classes as well.
Yeah, I know there's a Pilates class, for example, that's offered midday, and that's a pretty popular one. Lauren does a really good job of that, and people sign up, and I believe in the next week or so, that but you're only sign up like so many hours before. Like, it's not like you can't do it today unless it's within the time window that you've established for each one.
Right. So what we're finding is to avoid people having to cancel from classes because they're not feeling well and that sort of thing. If you have a city rec pass or a membership of some sort, a punch card, you can actually sign up 46 hours in advance for whatever class you want to attend. And if you don't have a punch pass or you're not a rec pass holder, you can still sign up 22 hours in advance online. And what's great about that is very, very seldom do we have to cancel. We don't forget what classes we sign up for and that kind of thing.
Yeah, short-term memory loss is not a good thing.
It can happen. We're all busy people.
Yes, and of course, you said a variety of classes. Anything new this year that you're offering that we haven't had in the past years?
Well, there are some always something different for some of the classes. So, like you mentioned, we've got Gail back with her 55 plus crowd. We've got Carly some mornings. Angela's back for spin. We have Rachel and Suzanne in the evenings, but some of them are offering classes that might be a little bit different. So I encourage you to come and try them out. Find something that looks appealing to you and give it a go, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because there's you don't want to become repetitive and get bored with your workout, and that's why you change things up so a little bit so that people can have renewed enthusiasm for it.
You bet.
Uh,
And we have classes happening in other areas of the city too, which,
okay.
yeah, we're really excited about that. Our community programs are back up
Oh,
and running, so we're happy to get back into the schools and get out into those different areas of the community. So maybe people don't have to go as far as they have had to the last little bit to participate. And in the schools around the city, we've got some fitness classes happening as well. For instance, Muriel Tully is back, and she's been with us for over 25 years, running just a phenomenal fitness program. She'll be back at Sunningdale School starting next week, and folks can register for her class, the whole session right away. That's available online.
when we say next week, we could probably define that just a bit better by saying than the week of the 18th. And that,
Actually, yeah, actually, she's starting the week of the 13th.
okay, yeah,
Yeah. And so folks can register for that session right away. And no worries, if you're hearing about this after it's already started, you can join
that's
ongoing.
true. Yeah,
Yeah, join ongoing.
and you have like like volleyball is some
Mm-hmm.
places, and there's different schools have different things to offer at different times. So the rec guide that is available on the Moose Jaw City of Moose Jaw site is a really good thing. That of course they were handed out in to your community or your house. They were delivered earlier in the year, so I don't know if that's still relevant or not.
Right. So we won't have a paper rec guide delivered to
Okay,
every household in Moose Jaw. There will be paper copies available at city facilities for pickup.
okay,
And like I said, the best way to look and see all of the up-to-date offerings is to download the Free City app and click on recreation registration, and it's all right there. So
yeah,
we're adding classes actually every day. So if you go on one day and you don't see something that's appealing, come back in a couple of days and see what's new. Everything is live and up to the minute. So that's the handy part of being able to do it online. And really, folks that don't have access, they can always pick up the phone and call the Kinsman Sportsplex or Yara Center and get more information that way from us too.
yeah. You have really good people answering the phones. It's a pleasure when you call us. Hello, no, it's not like that. Hi, this is Christy from the Yard Center. What can I do for you? And they made good choices in the people that you've had answering phones in different facilities. That's people contact is a big thing. So we've got those. What about programs like Ultimate Frisbee and indoor soccer and things like that? Is that up and going as well?
Yeah, so Yara Center works with other community organizations to run programs like indoor soccer right on the turf there. And Ultimate Frisbee is back up and going. You'll see that listed in one of the community programs, and that will happen at Yara Center. We talked about we've got some volleyball and badminton happening at the schools. We also have Ron Roy's Taekwondo and martial arts program back in the community schools at Empire School. And he's been with us for a good long time as well. Runs a phenomenal program.
Good. Any dancing?
You know what? There isn't dancing available yet, but we are hoping that will be back up and going again in the new year.
Yeah, and I think the reason I said that is that some of the times there are programs that people are asking for, but we don't have a presenter. And so if you've got skills that you want to share and would like to do, contact Shelly and the people at the Recreation Department, and they can see what you have to offer, and maybe they can incorporate something for a class for you.
Absolutely. Thank you for reading my mind there, Lyle. I wanted to reach out and let people know that we are always looking for program leaders. And whether you have a particular skill or a passion for something, reach out and let us know. And we'll be happy to work with you to set up a class or a program, or work together to find a group of people to help lead a program if that's what it takes. We're all about getting people involved and engaged.
Yeah, it's great to have you back, and of course, when I say back, the programming back, and having people be able to get out of their houses and get out and do some interaction in a safe environment. The city has taken great strides to try and make sure that there's a minimum amount of no COVID transmission or anything else. It's like the facilities are cleaned very well and maintained very well by the staff that you have.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is our goal to be safe and healthy in every way possible.
Well, that's great. You know, we're in our last 30 seconds, Shelly. So is there anything you want to add that you think is important that we haven't touched on yet?
Just encouraging everyone to get out and be active in whatever way you're comfortable with. Check out the programs we have online. Give us a call, send us an email if you've got some new ideas, or to share your photos from participating. And we'll keep everyone going as best we can.
For sure. Well, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know how organizing things is so much more complicated than it has been in the past, but the fact that the city is back running their programs is a really good thing. And so I thank you thanks to you and to your compadres down there for doing a good job. And best of luck. Have a safe fall season.
You too, Lyle. Take care. Thanks for having me out today.
You're welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so that tells you a bit about what's going on. So the city of Moose Jaw is obviously a really good place to check into the website and just log in and check out what you want to do. Participate as someone who's leading a class, or maybe just taking the class for the first time. It's a good time. You meet good social contacts, and you have a really interesting group of people to work with. So I hope you enjoy the fall and the courses that are available to you. And for Moose Jaw This Week, I'm Lyle Johnson. We'll see you again soon on Moose Jaw This Week.